Hello everybody, welcome again to our course AutoCAD 2020. Now and this lecture we want to begin with drawing and do the practice and our AutoCAD software. We had no and first lecture we learn how we can begin with a new project in AutoCAD, how we can set our specific options and units, and we understand how AutoCAD select from right to left and from left to right, how we can erase a drawing, and we will learn take information about the snaps and AutoCAD, midpoint, intersection, perpendicular, endpoint, and etc. Okay, now we want to go to this slide. We want to begin with the drawing. Okay, so the first point is how to draw a line. Okay, let's go to AutoCAD. First of all, this is the home page of drawing. We disappear the grids, okay, first of all, and now we want to learn how we can draw a line. First of all, we have two methods to draw a line. We can go directly to here to line and press here and draw any line like this and press enter. Okay, and also we can go to type a command here and press type L and press enter and draw also a line, or directly press L on the keyboard then draw any line. Okay, also when we press, for example, so these are the three methods to draw a line in AutoCAD 2020. Okay, also if we draw a line, we can continue with drawing. For example, if we press here on line and begin here and draw like this, we can also continue with the drawing like this. Okay, so we draw a line, and this drawing is separated. The line here are separated, not are grouped together. Okay, not related together. So there are not links between this line. Okay, so we have three methods to draw a line. First, press here. Second, press here line L, or directly press L on the keyboard, then do line. Okay, so let's delete now what we do. So we have learned how we can draw a line in AutoCAD. Okay, now the second point, how draw polyline. Let's go to the AutoCAD. To draw polyline, same as line, we can go directly to here and press on polyline and we can draw like this. Okay, or we can go press type on the keyboard PL, so we can draw a polyline. Okay, let's now also draw polyline like this. Okay, this is a drawing, a shape drawing by Polyline comment. Okay, so what is the difference between line and polyline? If we go to this drawing and we select this drawing, we can show here when we draw with polyline comment, the line here are linked together. So if we select from the left here, so the line here are one shape, so the line are linked together. And still but if we draw with line like this, if we select like this, the line are not linked together. So this is a separated shape. Each line is a shape, a single shape. Okay, so this is the difference between polyline and line. Okay, now we will show C comment. C comment is a very important comment. So for example, if we draw using line comment or polyline comment, let's for example draw with line and polyline. For example, if we draw a shape like this, and we need to finish this drawing at the point that we began from it, so we press on the keyboard C and we press enter, so we go directly to the first point that we began with it using C command. Okay, also there is a very important thing. When we draw, we can go to here to orthogonally, okay, and turn on the orthogonality here, and we can go to polyline or line and draw. So now we are in the vertical and the horizontal direction. We can draw in the horizontal and vertical direction only. This command help us to draw perpendicularly only. Okay, so we draw like this, and like this, and let's press C. Okay, so we can draw like this, or using polyline like this, and we press C. Okay, so as we show here, if we selected the polyline, all the shape drawing by the polyline is selected now, but here because we draw this shape by line, so the line are separated. Okay, let's delete this drawing and return to the point. So now we are at the point 5, draw with coordinate. So if we return to AutoCAD and we press on line or polyline, we note here that the AutoCAD tell us to specify the first point. And times we need to begin with a specific point, coordinate point. So if we have a AutoCAD file or a project, and we need to begin with drawing a line at a specified coordinate point, we can directly type type the coordinate of this point here. So for example, let's put 2 is the x and the x coordinate, and we put comma, and we press, and let's put for example 1 and the y coordinate, and we press enter. So we can show the AutoCAD put the first point. Let's put the first point to 1, okay, at the coordinate that we have put on. Now the CAD need from us to specify the next point. Also, if we need to terminate this line, okay, this line at the specify another specify point, we can go to here, and also for example 4, and we press comma 4 comma 2. So we can show here that okay, here we can show the coordinate here 4 2, and here we can show the coordinate 2 and 1. Also the same thing in polyline, we can use the coordinate line. Okay, so draw with coordinate, draw line with specific lengths. So for example, if we turn on the ortho, or without, we can, when we need to draw a line, when we precise for example the first point, if we need the length, specific length for this line, we can for example put 10. So now the length of this line is 10. Okay, if we measure this line from here, okay, we can go to this measure option, and we go to measure this line. The length of this line is 10. Okay, let's delete, and we can go to the ortho. So this line, we press 10, okay, and we can show from here to here we have 10. Okay, so this is a very important thing. For example, we can draw a square 10, 10, 10, and we press C. So here we have a square with 10 and show. Okay, and we can draw it from polyline 10, 10, 10, and we press C. So this polyline. Okay, using polyline option is more easy to because facilitate the selection. Okay, so for example, if we need to select this square from, we can select it directly from any corner and from any direction. But here we need to, if we need to select all this square, we need to select it like this or like this. Okay, but here we can directly from any point or any direction we can select using polyline. Okay, now let's return to the PowerPoint. We can show here the point 7, draw line with specify length and angle. So we have show how we can specify a length. Now we need to specify an angle. Here when we turn on the ortho mode, the angle is 90 degree. So let's turn off and let's go to draw a line. So we begin with any first point. Here first of all we need to specify the distance. For example, let's put 25. Then if we press on the keyboard of our PC the tab button, we can now specify the angle. Let's put angle 45 and we press now enter. So we specify the length and the angle using the tab button. So we press now enter. Let's show now what we have. If we go to measure and measure this line from this point to this point, the length is 25, and let's draw a line like this. Okay, and now we want to here to go to here. Instead of measure a distance, we need to measure an angle. The AutoCAD tell us to specify the first line. This is the first line. The second line is here. So the angle is 45 as we type and before. Okay, so let's delete this drawing. So we can draw a line with specify a length and angle. Now we use shift button when drawing line to set a new origin. Okay, we show before that we can begin with a specific coordinate when and finish our drawing with also a specific coordinate. So we put, for example, for this first line, we can for example put here 0 0 when we need the first line. So for example, if we put 0 0, we begin with the origin. The coordinate is taken from this origin, the standard origin of AutoCAD. But if we need, for example, let's put the second origin, the second point, 2, comma 2, comma 1. So we can set, we can make this point our new origin for the next point here if we want to continue with drawing. How we can do this? If we press here, we hold the press on shift and we put at, and for example we now type any coordinate. So let's put 4, for example 2. We can show here that we have a new the second point that we draw, and the first line is the new origin for this point. Let's show the coordinate now of this point. It's not 4, so 6 is 3, because this point is taken from the first origin here. This point here is the origin of this point, not the standard origin, because we use the shift, hold and shift and add. Okay, so we can, for example, if we need to, we can draw with this command many, we can use also this command to set a new origin and any field of work. Okay, now we terminate all the options and information about the line and polyline. Okay, so how we can draw in single point? Let's go to CAD. To draw a point, we can type on the keyboard point. Okay, so now specify a point. We can draw points any here. So this is a point. Okay, first of all, we can show that we have to draw a point by clicking PO. We can directly type PO here. Let's put here PO on the keyboard so we can draw a line. We need to change the shape, format shape, or style or type of this point. So we type on the keyboard P, type. We can change the format of the point. Let's put like this, for example, and we press OK. So now we can show the point. Okay. Also, for example, we can go to draw to here, multiple point. So if we select this option, we can draw directly point like this. Okay. Also, let's delete this point, and we want to go to here. We can here, for example, and type the coordinate of any point. We can get this coordinate. We can show here we have 2, 1. If we show here, if we look to here, 2, 1. Okay. So we can also include the coordinate of any point that we want. For example, let's go to here. We need 2, 1, and we need 4, 1, and we need 2, 4, and we need 2, and if we press 4, 4, we can get this rectangle. So, and we go to polyline from this to this to this, this. We can use this point to, if we have any shape, if we have the coordinate, and we have the coordinate of the corner of this shape, any shape, so we can draw this shape using the points, then we draw the lines of this shape. So we have learned in this lecture 10 points about an AutoCAD, how we can draw a line, and many methods with specific length and angle, with the C option command close for close, to finish our drawing with the first point that we began with it. We show the difference between line and polyline, and we use shift button with add to set a new origin, with if we want to continue with drawing with line and polyline, and we can show how we can draw a single point and how we can change the type or format of this point. Thank you for listening. We will continue in the next lecture.